followed by Richard Guercio.
I do want to talk about parking, but I don't want to talk about parking that's on the agenda at a later item. I went downtown several times this week, and I see that we still have 4-hour parking. Why do we have 4-hour parking? We're the only city I've ever heard of that had 4-hour parking. Would you like to know? Because I'll tell you. Because I sat right there when Mr. McKinnon took the parking from 8 hours to 4 hours because his wife went downtown and had her hair done. And once in a while she liked to go and have lunch. Well, she's not here anymore, so they're still in Lake Worth. I'm sure she goes downtown. I really don't care whether she goes to lunch or not. She can have Mac pick her up. But I think we should look at the parking, and we should make the parking 2 hours, like most cities are, for downtown, for anywhere. So we have parking in the city of Lake Worth. It should be a maximum of 2 hours. Thank you.
Thank you. Richard, followed by NAPC Chair John Faust.
Richard Guercio, 720 South Palm Way. I just recently moved to South Palm Park from Paracode and attended my first South Palm Park meeting last Monday. And there was a new member of the community as well, but someone new to Lake Worth, not just new to South Palm Park, but new to Lake Worth. And they expressed some concerns that they had where their house adjoins Bryant Park. So it wasn't an issue for our neighborhood association, nor for any neighborhood association, a city issue. And when asked who the representative on the commission was for District 4, it was, of course, mentioned that it was Commissioner Meyer. And it was further mentioned that Commissioner Meyer does not attend neighborhood association meetings. Now, I recall during the campaign, at the candidates' debate at the Lake Worth Playhouse, where when the question came up about participation in community organizations, neighborhood associations, etc., your comment was, you don't participate in those, or go to those because they're too political. And as a private citizen, hearing that at the time, I happen to agree with you. But you're not a private citizen anymore. You're a commissioner, and you're in politics. And there are people that want to see you and
If you would direct towards me.
I'm sorry,
Thanks.
and be able to interact and speak with you, not to you as I'm doing now, because this forum doesn't allow for that, as Commissioner Boyd just mentioned. You need to hear their concerns, you need to go and you need to touch them. Vice Mayor was there, he was able to at least address some of the concerns that these folks had. These are new people to our town, affluent people to our town, bringing the business to our town, and there's no one from their district for them to speak. Now, so you know, this isn't a political statement coming out of left field, right field in my case. Each one of you on this dais, I voted for every one of you. It's a diverse thing that I see up here, and each one of you got my vote for a specific reason, including you. And you need to be there, you need to
Thank
hear
you very
people.
much.
Yeah, of course. You to show up,
Thank you.
hear people. Thank you.
John Faust, followed by Michelle Sylvester.
Good evening, John Faust, Chair of NAPC. Two things. One real quick, the Neighborhood Association's President's Council would enthusiastically love to assist on the bicycle registration. And I think what we're prepared to do is if you bring your bicycle registered to an Evening on the Avenue event, to the front porch tent we have, we'll give you a free box of popcorn. Limited to the first visit only. Not every other Friday.
Go right ahead, Joe.
Steal a registered bike, get a box of popcorn. All right, you pass those cards up? Okay, the cards, we are super excited to announce our 3rd annual Thanksgiving banquet and food drive. This is just 3 hours new. We thought we were going to have to cancel it this year. CJ's Island Grill has new management, and it's our beloved Korean Albano, formerly of South Shores Tavern, that had us have our first 2 successful Thanksgiving banquets. So the date is set for Saturday, November 14th. You can read the rest here. Specifically, I did want to mention we have some kick butt, if I can say that, kick butt rat race commemorative items that will be raffled off that night, auctioned off that night, and other things that are raffled. Put in your calendar. Hope to see you all there. Thank you. Cheer.
Michelle Sylvester.
Good evening, Madam Mayor, Commissioners, Michelle Sylvester from the Lake Forest Business Alliance, and I'd like to congratulate a group of people who I don't see them here tonight. I may miss them, but the Mom Squad, otherwise known as the Mom Squad. They take their kids out to the parks and recreate, and they have come together with the children's input. And on October the 11th, they cleaned up Lake Forest, the Bryant Park. So we met at 10 o'clock in the morning, and there was probably 25, 30 of us, and we cleaned up trash and cans and drug bags and all sorts of little things that were left behind. We were also accompanied, not planned, but by PBSO doing some traffic enforcement as people were going too fast on Lake Avenue going over the bridge. So they were instrumental in also helping us identify, along with Commissioner Amoroso, an individual who needed help. He was out of it, had been out of it for a good 36 hours. We had seen him in downtown, stumbling around. He was obviously high on something. And upon request that he need help, he indicated yes. And Commissioner Amoroso was able to summons EMS and the police, and he was taken to someplace that can help him. So we applaud that. And the kids did a great job, and we're going to continue that effort to take back the park and make it safe for the children. I want to thank the CRA and the city with all the new banners going up. The business community is also joining with efforts of sprucing up their establishments and the planters and whatnot. So we're looking forward to the new banners and to a new season. I'd like to thank, Phil is not here, but Shannon Materio and Senator Jeff Clemens. They had a town hall meeting on October the 13th that was very well attended. It was in West Palm, but it was on the border with us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Maxwell and Amoroso, for being here as well.
Thank you. Greg Rice, followed by Mary Ann Polisi.
Greg Rice, Lucerne. I want to start out by publicly stating that being short is not necessarily always a bad thing. Anyhow, you know, we've all probably been guilty of this. We move into a new house, we paint our front door, we polish up all the hardware, and you know, we're so proud of that new house because that's the welcoming symbol that we show our guests when they come to our new home, or especially new visitors. And over time, you know, Mother Nature sets in, the sun, the rain, the elements, normal wear and tear, and we don't notice because we come in and out of that door probably every day as it starts to slowly fade, crack, and the paint needs to be repainted and all that. And this being you guys' second home, you probably have experienced that yourself. I'm saying all this to say that one of our front doors to this city, and this especially to the downtown, is Main Street USA, which is Dixie Highway. I don't know how long they're going to still call it Dixie Highway, but anyhow, with what's going on with Dixie. But US 1 and Lake and Lucerne. And right across the street from your home away from home, City Hall, over there where the trellis is, where where CVS is, both on Dixie and Lucerne. Looks like hell. And I don't know who is responsible for that. Is that the property owner? Is that the CRA or whatever? But that is the front door to our downtown. And I love seeing the new banners go up down Dixie Highway, and I love to see what's happening on 10th Avenue, where we got that permanent flea market moved out of there between 95 and US 1 or Dixie Highway. But please, can somebody, for me, and believe me, it's, you know, way up there, way over my head. I'm more of a baseboard carpet guy, but would somebody please look to see who is responsible for that and let them know that needs to be painted. Thank you.
Thank you. Mary Ann Bruton?
Hi, Mary Ann Pelisi, is this Courtney?
Yes.
Hi, Mary Ann Pelisi, 1529 South Palm Way. Mayor Pam, thank you so much for clarifying last 2 weeks ago for the debacle that happened. I actually had to walk out from that. To me, it was extremely disturbing to listen to commissioners arguing back and forth. The next thing that is bothering me is the sheriff is working extremely hard on homeless people, trying to get them out of the park. Now, from my understanding, there is a certain person in town who is trying to bring homeless people into Lake Worth. This week alone, I've had 3 homeless people sleeping in the median. They've broken into, they're looking in people's houses, they've stolen 2 grills, and they took a package. So now the word's out, the homeless people can come to Lake Worth. And this is very concerning to me because the sheriff is working extremely hard to get them out of our parks. Now, the word around town is the homeless people are welcome here. So I don't know if anyone else is aware of this or not, but this is the word from what I'm hearing. And it's not good. But
Thank you.
that's it, thank you.
All right, thank you. Any more cards?
No, ma'am.
No more cards. All right.